Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, what has been happening in my absence, Chris, Sarah? Well, as many of you may already know, and some of you may not, the Matrix group seems to be dead, right? It seems to be gone. This is the status as of yesterday. Escape the Matrix portal. 3 members, just 3 left. Oh my god. Chris, you've lost it. Everything you've built over the last few months is all gone. Oh my word. Oh jeez. I'm so sorry, Chris. It's come to this. It started off with 70 members. Remember? 70 members. That's right. That was 700 quid a month, give or take, right? And it's down to 3. I assume that's you, Sarah, and one other. Like one of your fake accounts, probably. So, yeah, just a thing. But what's actually happened, though? Because I'm sure a lot of you are curious. And, you know, am I the one to spill the beans? Probably, right? Probably. So we're going to go through this together right now. So I've checked. The group is still a paid for group, which is very disappointing because as we know, Chris did promise to make it a free group. As we can see here, he said, you know, blah blah, he's had enough, he's sorry, etc. He's going to make it a free group. However, he never did. So what actually did go down to make it just 3 members? Everybody left basically all at the same time. And can I shed exact light? No, I can't, unfortunately, because I actually left the group a few days ago, right? Of my own volition. I decided to cancel and uproot and go because it was I didn't fancy getting charged again, right? However, before I did go, this comment appeared on the forum. Somebody said, has anybody else been charged the monthly fee even though Chris said it was now a free group? And it did get some replies, one of which said, I've cancelled my subscription today as Chris said it was free now, but I hope I don't get chucked off the page. So I have theories, right? I do have theories as to why Chris is why the group has dissipated so quickly, because yesterday the group started off with 21 members. All of a sudden there was just the 3. So my theory here is that people didn't just actually leave. I think that Chris chucked them off, right? I think Chris booted them off. And I'll tell you why I think that now. Given what I've just said about somebody calling him out for continuing to charge, even though he said it would be free, after that post appeared, that same person posted a link to one of Chris's favourite news sources, shall we say. And it was this one. Yeah, posted one of Chris's favourite, most infamous moments, right, on the page. I mean, that did last a little bit before it was swiftly deleted. I can't imagine why Chris might have deleted it. So here's my theory about why he's chucked everybody off the group and not made it a free group as he suggested he was going to do. Now, I think that he knows, or he thinks rather, that if he made it free, then it's a free-for-all for people to come on to his group and just spam it with things like that. And he doesn't want that, obviously, so he's decided really to shut the group down rather than allow that sort of thing to happen. And let's face it, that's probably what would happen if he was to carry on with a free group. Now, I think it's quite bad that he hasn't mentioned anything. I mean, I don't know if he posted anything prior to him shutting it down, but there was no given warning because that group jumped from 21 members down to 3 members within the space of a few hours. So there we go. That's my theory about what's happened in the group and why it's gone, right? It's a shame, Chris. It is a shame. It was your source of getting people to sign up for your shit, wasn't it? So that's gone. That's a shame, isn't it? So it's a very bad shame. Anyway, it lasted a few months, so swings and roundabouts. Anyway, there's other things I want to mention on the Inghams right now, because there's some sort of scandals going on that I haven't been covering, so why not? Let's have a look at it. It starts and ends in the snow, as you can imagine, because that's all they're doing is the snow, the snow, the snow. And it happened the other day, right? Sarah, I shouldn't be surprised, but I constantly am, by the stupidity and just stupidity of her. So they were playing in the snow, and apparently Mila didn't have her hat and gloves with her because, it's Mila's responsibility, obviously.
Are you regretting your life decisions? When Mama said put a hat on and you said I don't want one. Mama said you need your gloves on then and you went I don't want them. Are you regretting it now? You're not? Can you put your hat right up for me? Your hood? There we go.
Sarah, as that child's mother, that 2-year-old child's mother, it is your responsibility and yours alone to make sure that that child is adequately dressed for going out. Now, you have two options in this scenario, right? You say to the child, you need your hat and your gloves or you're not going out, right? That is the end, right? That is what you say to the child, and if they don't like it, then they don't go out, right? That is a tactic used throughout time for parents, right? Aside from that, if you do decide to take her out and she doesn't want to wear a hat or gloves, you take it with her, with you. You take her equipment with you for this very scenario, because as her mother, it's down to you and your responsibility in order to make sure that she is adequately dressed for being out in the freezing snow, right? It's you. It lies with you. For you saying, do you regret your life choices, Mila? You know what you sound like? And I don't want to make the comparison lightly because, it's a very sad and sick situation. You sound like Ruby Frankie, right? Remember the time when she said to her child, who was 5 or 6 years old at the time, that she had to go to, she went to school, forgot her own lunch because, it's a 5-year-old's responsibility to make her own lunch, and she forgot it, and Ruby said, whatever, and told the teacher not to feed the child, right? Because the child has to learn the lesson, and it was obviously a 5-year-old's responsibility in order to make sure that she's fed for school, right? That's exactly what this sounds like. It's not a 2-year-old's responsibility to make sure that she has all her clothing with her, right? It's your responsibility. And if she refuses to wear it when you go out, you have the option to say you're not going out, or you can just take the clothing with you, right? You can do that. But to just turn up and say, it was your choice, Mila. It was your choice. You should have taken the option when you had the choice, right? No. Now you're just gonna have to freeze, and it's all on you, Mila. 2-year-old. Damn 2-year-olds these days. What the hell? You're absolutely sick in the head, Sarah. I'm sorry. So, that aside, right, because, they couldn't go another day without yet another scandal, obviously, I do think that they thrive on these situations because, that's all they have left. Their views are diminishing very, very quickly, and they need something to draw people back in, and unfortunately endangering their kids is one way that they know how to make money out of. So but the ski lifts, they went up to, where was it, Sarah? In PR, is that where you went to?
Up a mountain to get waffles. We're about to jump on the Puha Express all the way to the top of a mountain. Well, you've told me how to pronounce it in about 8 different ways. Paya, Pua, Paya, Pua, poor pie, because that's what Chris just said.
The mind absolutely boggles, Sarah. Are you on this trip or is it just Chris? Because I'm sorry, as a parent, you need to be teaching your own children how to pronounce these things. And if you can't pronounce them, how are you supposed to teach your kids how to do it? Or are you just solely relying on Chris to teach you everything about where you are? I mean, Chris may be useless at most things, but at least he can Google things, and it doesn't seem like you can. I don't know what to tell you. Just don't rely on what Chris says ever, because he doesn't really tell the truth an awful lot either. He'll have you saying all sorts, and you'll just believe him.
Poor pie. Well, just tell me one. Anyway, we're jumping on a ski lift to the top of the mountain, where there is spectacular sights to be seen, as well as a famous Waffle House. Are you too excited? We're going to get on a ski lift.
Wait, you mean we're going to get on the clothes?
Yeah. This is actually a ski lift, but if you're not skiing, then and you're just going up for the Waffle House and views like we are, you wait here. Mila, come here, Mila. No, me and Daddy, stay there.
You know what you could do in this situation, Sarah? Instead of saying to your 2-year-old who is running amok in, a very dangerous area with that little conveyor belt thingy, that could actually pull her and catch her and do bad things, right? You could actually hold your kid's hand, in these situations. That's what most mothers do. They would just, make sure that their child is near them and that they have no chance of having any avoidable accidents.
Isabel's absolutely fucking herself. All the people behind us are so nice. Yeah, then 3, then us. Ready, guys? Woo! Yeah, come on, guys. Come here, that's us. Come here.
Again, though, having your kids run across near where that conveyor belt is not a good idea. It's unnecessary, Just walk with your children. Just walk with them hand in hand. You have 2 hands, right? Chris is holding the baby. I know it's a strange concept, I know. But that means you have 2 hands free, right? You've got 2 other kids. Hold one of their hands in one hand and the other in the other hand. It's very straightforward. Parenting 101. I can't believe I even have to explain this to her.
Pardon? Yay! Woo! Careful, is there something between? Oh yeah. Oh!
You all good?
That's fast! Oh my gosh, that's so fun!
Oh, this is amazing.
Right, hands up who can spot the problem with this particular picture, right? So you've got Sarah who sat on the right hand side, you've got Chris who sat on the left hand side, and right in the middle you've got 2 very young children, one of whom looks very much like she could slip through the barrier, right? I know she isn't, but she could. She would definitely fit, I would have thought. Now, it would be a good parenting win if you were to hold on to her, right? If you're to hold on to her hand. But no, you seem to be filming. Yeah, obviously, you got to have the camera in your hand. Fucking hell. What would you do if you weren't filming, Sarah? Jesus. So, what I would say in this situation, right, because it makes me feel very uncomfortable, the fact that Jace is essentially looking after Mila in this situation, right? It doesn't make me feel very comfortable at all. I would say that Sarah should be sitting in the middle of the 2, because that way she can put her arm around one and her other arm around the other, right? That is what I would personally do. I don't feel like there should be such a big gap between the 2 kids from being safe. I'm just saying that I think that that's what I would do. I mean, Chris is a lost cause. He's sitting in the corner. Notice I didn't even consider him to be able to put his arm around Mila because I don't expect that of him at all. I shouldn't expect it from Sarah, mind you, but Chris, you just know that it's not even in his brain to be doing that. Now, speaking of Chris, please tell me Chris isn't just literally just holding the baby up there. Is that actually what he's doing? Is there anything that's holding the baby on to him? He's not wearing that breast thing. Sarah, I can't remember what it's called now. That thing, right? It's not the baby wearing thing, right? What? How's the baby attached to him? Is he just holding her? I don't. If that is the case, I can't anymore. I can't. This is why I don't. There's something not right with these people.
Whoa! Is that good?
Look, bumpies!
Oh.
And then Chris, the moron, right? He gets out his phone. That's right. Who are you calling, Chris? Is it an emergency? Are you gonna call for help? Get somebody to stop the ride so that you can get down, is it? Is that who you're calling? Or are you just gonna answer some emails whilst you're up there? Or what the hell are you doing on your phone whilst you're trying to hold on to your baby to save her life? Am I the only one that can see the problem here? I don't know. It just feels very, very Chris Ingham-like, if you like.
Oh my goodness, this is terrifying! Wow! Look at these views!
Reason number 16,569 why Sarah, in fact, is an absolute moron of a parent. She is like, oh my god, this is terrifying, absolutely terrifying, guys. Jace, aren't you terrified? Isn't it terrifying, Jace? Mila, it's so terrifying, this, isn't it terrifying? Oh my goodness, it's so terrifying. Jesus Christ. I mean, there's no words left to describe Sarah's lack of maternal instincts at all.
It's giving me a belly.
Is it gonna be a
It's only because of me.
Are we hiding there?
Alright guys, Mum and Dad have just ordered us some soups to try. What is it, Mum? Traditional soup and creamy reindeer?
It's traditional Sami soup, but it is salmon. Right, okay.
So it is, in actual fact, salmon soup, right? No matter how much Sarah wants to call it Sammy soup, she just hasn't left her roots behind, you know, too much. As much as she wants us to believe that she's this posh, high-powered businesswoman, she's just really down there at the bottom still. I know this is going a bit off kilter. I'm just saying that she's calling it Sammy soup. It's salmon, right? Salmon.
And we also, and obviously because we are here in Scandinavia, we also had to go for the creamy reindeer soup.
I remember when we went to this really nice spa hotel. It was there, wasn't it, as a spa hotel? Where we tried reindeer. And me and Esme got like a reindeer steak. Isla got a starter that was like raw reindeer.
Like not even cooked the tiny
We didn't like it, the raw one, did we?
I didn't like that.
But the cooked reindeer was so good.
It's just like salty steak.
But it feels really illegal.
Cause I see reindeer.
Feels really illegal, does it? Well, I wouldn't know anything about that, but ask your dad what about legalities, you know?
It's like Rudolph. It's like I'm eating Rudolph.
Yeah, how many Santa's pets? That's so
But I'll happily eat like a cow. Point is, I'm really excited to try this, and also it comes with, I know this is not really a big deal, but it is. It comes with heart bread.
How cute.
Look how cute that is.
So
I'm so excited to try it.
Mila, tell me what it tastes like.
Yummy.
Yummy. Mila's got salmon. Is it good?
Yeah.
What, darling?
It's fine.
It's fine, don't worry. He's really sad because he's eating a reindeer, but don't worry. It's good. These two are sharing a reindeer because they are ginormous balls. Is it good?
Yeah.
It's got like potato in it and stuff, it's so good.
Eddie.
Is it?
Yeah?
Can I get some next to you?
She wants to sit next to
Of
Isabel.
course you can.
Not gonna lie, this looks vile, right? It looks really, really bad. And when I was originally watching it, I actually happened to be eating and I nearly threw up. Yeah, that's how it made me feel. Sorry. No offense to anybody, by the way.
Right, guys, I'm not going to lie and pretend like that was a really fun ski lift ride up here.
I appreciate the fact that we're sat on the top of a literal mountain right now, just eating bread at soup. Literally.
Yeah, and the soup that costs €16 a bowl.
Shocking.
Crazy.
That's like £15 for a bowl of
Do you know,
soup.
on that
Yeah, and what about it? Right? You can afford it. You have money, right? Why are we getting a rundown of how much it... I mean, I don't mind if you just tell us how much things cost in case it's of interest to anybody that's going to go there, obviously. But the way you said it was that, fucking hell, it costs €16. That was almost your words, right?
on the way on the ski lift up, me and the girls, we couldn't even film because we were so scared. Like,
It was very scary. It wouldn't have been scary, but it was very windy. And obviously because babies don't like wind, if I'd have had Aurora on me, I wore my dry robe so that I could wrap her in it because she's really nice and cocooned in it. But she wasn't loving being in the sling, so Chris was like, pass her arm holder. So Chris was holding her.
Oh, well, that changes things, doesn't it? Because before I wasn't too sure whether or not Chris was actually just holding the baby, right? I thought, surely to goodness he wouldn't be that stupid, but in actual fact he was that stupid. So the baby didn't want to be in the sling, so the baby just was, left to dangle on the ski lift. It just absolutely mind-boggling.
Stupidly when we got on the lift because then Chris didn't feel comfortable passing it to me once it had already set off because obviously it's quite scary. It was high.
It's really windy today, wasn't it?
And it was so windy and the wind was hitting her in the face, so Chris was like trying to get her towards him. I've got hiccups from eating that soup. To get her towards him, and she just wasn't loving it. And so yeah, it was just a little bit stressful because of how windy it was.
And yet, despite all the stress and how scary it was and how dangerous it was and everything else, you still took your phones out and you filmed, didn't you? Both of you, in actual fact, because we saw Chris on his phone, and I presume that you either had a phone or a camera, and you were doing that. So, you know, I can't get my head around how ridiculously stupid they are on a constant daily basis.
But it was still a beautiful ride up here and the views were spectacular, absolutely insane. This is one of the cool things to do if you come here to Scandinavia, Finland. Puha, that's what
ski resort, that's what it is.
It's Puha Ski Resort. Obviously you can ski here, you can snowboard here, loads of people were jumping on the lift. I don't know how they had the nerve. I cannot believe they were skiing down that mountain.
Yeah, steep as well.
This is the steepest, like, surely that's a black route. It's got to be. The craziest, steepest mountain ever. and but obviously we didn't come here to ski today. There is obviously smaller slopes as well for people that are not as experienced, or children, or Sarah.
So what's cool about this place is that you can just come as a pedestrian, you don't need to be skiing. You can just come as a pedestrian, get on this ski lift, the Puhar Express. It takes you straight to the top of the mountain here. There's loads of stuff to do. There's like a viewing platform, the views are insane. I'm going to have a look at it afterwards, but it was so windy when we got off the ski lift.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll go get waffles first, which is where we are now.
Yeah.
The Waffle House.
You look like a floating head. You look like you don't have a neck because of your neck scarf's black. Yeah, that's right. It's not like we just were like, oh, we're not skiing, but can we just go up? No, you can actually pay to just come up as a pedestrian.
And there's a walk down off the mountain. You don't have to get the ski lift part. You can take a walk.
It's about a mile long.
But not in this weather. Not in this wind, sorry. No,
not with a baby.
Oh, so there is a way of avoiding the ski lift, you know? You didn't want to take it? Not even with a baby, is it? But you'd rather take the baby on, just hold the baby and hope that you don't drop her? Or what's the situation?
Not in this wind.
We were actually going to do that, weren't we? We were going to do that, but we're not. I'm not doing that wind. Not with how much Aurora was hating
We'll
it.
just have a look around at the top here.
So we're just going to have a look around at the top, and then we'll probably get the ski lift back down again. But it's really cool. Yeah, as well saying it's really cool. It is really cool. There's like a viewing platform just over there, which we're going to go and check out. But like I said before, this place is famous for its waffles.
Oh yeah, and I saw that we're about an hour and a half north from Rovaniemi, if anyone wants to know.
Yeah, so we're about, sorry, the window's making your light really bad. We are about 1.5 hours from Rovaniemi. It's a really cool place to come. And it's meant to be amazing for waffles. So we've eaten our soup, Mila's just finishing up hers. Mila absolutely loved, Mila has absolutely loved this salmon soup. Is it good? Is it juicy and delicious? You're eating it all up. Oh, that's a real salmon tongue. What, Jace? Jace was just saying he doesn't like the salmon soup. But he likes the reindeer as long as he didn't get any reindeer. Yes, darling?
The rain is the one scary.
Is it scary? Are you finished your soup?
No.
Nope. You eat it up then because we're going to get waffles and you're getting salmon all over me. You don't? Oh no, you're done now. We're getting waffles. I don't know how big the waffles are. I only ordered 3. I only ordered 3 waffles because they look huge on the board. They look like not just like a rectangular waffle. They look like them big flower ones. They look quite big. So I've ordered 3 waffles and 2 big donuts. And if we need more, we'll just buy more.
That's plenty. I
think that'll be enough as well.
They'll be so big.
Yeah.
We don't have big glide and big sweet tooth.
Although I'm not sure what the fruit is on top. No, not yet. Oh, okay. Okay. I paid for the donuts and I've not picked them up yet, so should go and get them because we're going to get busy and they might run out. So I'm going to go get the donuts.
I'm going to try it with a little spit.
Oh, those donuts were super, very cinnamon, very ginger, actually. Is it ginger or cinnamon? It's ginger, isn't it, in them?
No, I think
Are they gingery or cinnamony?
I got flavours of both.
Yeah, definitely a mix of both. The waffles just arrived.
So I said, could I get one with sugar and berries? I weren't sure if the berries would be frozen or fresh. And wait a minute, she didn't understand when I asked. Turns out it's neither. It looks like a jam. But looks good. So we got one of these and 2. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And for anybody interested, how much are they? $8.50. $8.50 and $9.50, depending on what you get.
And for anybody interested, that equates to about 60 minutes work for the Inghams. They get around about £6.94, in fact, per hour that they live on a daily basis. You know.
Every time I try and vlog, I've got hiccups. It's so annoying. Right. And a spoon. You can't have a spoon. I'll break you a piece off. I think you enjoyed that, didn't you, Mila? Straight to the loo, sweetheart. We're not going to walk down the mountain because it's too windy today, but I think Chris is going to go out. Are you going out to get some shots?
Hello. Are you happy chappy now? Hello. Are you so happy?
Look at that little face.
So cute.
Are you so cute?
You're not ready to go down in the lift yet.
I know, we gotta go get in that lift now.
Okay, you're going right inside Mama's coat.
Are you gonna go inside my coat? She's probably gonna scream from being stuck inside my coat. Are you tired? Are you sleepy, girl? She's like, no, do I look sleepy, Mama? Come on now, do I look sleepy?
My mum just jacked up on reindeer milk. Let's go.
Are you ready to go? Yeah. She looks so adorable. Are we ready? Should we get ready?
People just freaking hate us because of our baby voices.
Well, do you know what? If you don't like this cute voice, then you can unsubscribe. Oh no, we just lost our followers. Oops.
Little do you know, Sarah, that your followers are leaving in droves right now. The view count right now is atrocious across the board on your channel. It is so fun to watch, and I can't think of anybody that deserves it more, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, despite what you think, you know, we're not the bad guys. We are just trying to make it so that you stop being stupid, and trying to make it so that you stop being stupid towards your kids. You know, I know you think that you are the perfect parents, but no.
Okay, that was super, super nice. Time to brave the wind to get back down. Get some beautiful sights on the way. Watch how crazy this is. You walk out, it's like calm when you're next to the building. The second you step away from the building, it's like...
Ready?
We picked the windiest day to come up here. It's mega, man. The view is insane. People skiing up it already today.
Yes, I can't believe people skiing up the top of it.
It is just mad, the view. Look at that. Sun's poking out now as well. Stay there, okay, good boys and girls. Yeah.
Bye guys. Bye bye.
Mila, come here. Enjoy, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
So cool. Right, guys, it's our turn.
Yay!
Come to me. This part's a bit scary. Okay, guys, let's go. Jump on, that's it. Whoa. Pull the bar down. There we go.
You just tapped my leg.
We're all on.
Okay.
Whoa. Well, why are you going so fast? Woohoo! Oh my, that's a storm wind. What? What is this view about?
And yet, they are still not, well, they didn't learn from the first time, did they? This time you've got Chris, though. He's got his hands free, and Sarah's got her hands inside her dry robe, obviously, because she needs to keep warm, and she can't have it put around Jace's arm to keep him safe. No, and Chris, he needs both his hands free to film, obviously, so he can't put his arm around Mila to keep her safe. You know, they're just gonna have to wing it and hope for the best, right? That's what they do in their everyday lives, just hope for the best. And more often than not, it's been okay so far. So long may it continue, Chris. But the comment section on the vlog was insane. People were up in arms about it. People saying how irresponsible it was. And it was, you know, to a degree. Do I agree that it was wholly irresponsible? Not entirely. I think that if kids weren't allowed on it, they wouldn't be allowed on it. So yes, from that perspective, I don't think it was entirely irresponsible, but the things that they did whilst they were on there, I think they could have been more responsible, right? And some of the IFAM, how silly and sad your life is, and boring childhood, obviously. But Chris's response to it was, yeah, absolutely mature beyond his years is Christopher Ingham. You know, he doesn't know how to win an argument or debate a point at all, ever, right? Except for to respond with laughing emojis, which is the mark of every mature adult everywhere, ever. Chris is just... he is what he is, isn't he, Christopher? Anyway, there was other comments that called out his their behaviour. Instead of filming for views, hold the kids, because that was one of the main things that I have an issue with. And somebody said, well said. And one of their big iFans said, the kids are fine, they weren't slipping forwards on the ski lift. So there was a debate going on. Chris didn't obviously add to that debate, but there were difference of opinions, shall we say. However, there was one particular comment which caught my eye, which I don't know if it's still there because I haven't seen it posted anywhere else, but this was fabulous, and I think I need to bring it to everybody's attention. It's like the god of all comments. So this person posted this, and it was, I don't know, okay? The answer is I don't know, right? It seems to be in some sort of gobbledygook. Okay, I know that's offensive and very racist, right? So it is in a foreign language. I'm not entirely sure which one because, you know, I don't speak that many different languages, and certainly not this one, but it caught my attention, so I thought, why are they posting this on the Inghams vlog? So I stuck it into Google Translate to see what they were saying, and the results may surprise you. It was a work of art. This is the translated version. I won't go through it all because it's bloody boring. Right, so it says, on earth may he who is in heaven have mercy on you. My sisters have been sitting at home for 2 days with no food, and by God, our situation is very difficult. We have 3 girls, and my mother is inside the house, and my father is dead, and there are no children. Find someone who supports us and lives in us. He rented a house because he could not pay the rent that remains on us. My call to every Muslim, God Almighty knows that we do not have the value of a kilo of flour. My father is dead, and my sisters, we are young. we are young and have no one. I swear to God Almighty, they slept hungry yesterday. They cry from the pain and the states. So basically, it's saying, my dad died and it's left me and my sisters broke and we're skint, right? Turns out it's a Yemeni girl from Yemen, right? And it goes on. It's a very long one, right? It's very long. But at the end, this is the important part, guys. Lovely, lovely IFAM, you vulnerable little souls, right? Get on the blower, right? Oh, good people who have the ability to help us. Don't be late for a moment. This is my number. And there's the number there. WhatsApp. Whoever can help us, message me on WhatsApp. Send him the full name on the ID card and the address. He will transfer to us as much as possible. May God reward you with good reward, kindness, and giving. O Lord of the worlds, I am a Muslim girl from Yemen. Right. So will any of you guys, get on the phone to this lovely girl? She sounds lovely, doesn't she? She sounds a delight, right? But, guys, she is going through such a hard time right now, what with the death of her father and having no money and things like that and being desperate for money, right? So, they will indeed post on on the Ingham page and beg the IFAM because they're full of money. They must have learned a thing or two by watching so many Ingham videos in the past that they know that the IFAM, they will donate to a good cause, right? Much the same as this person did yesterday on the Ingham vlog. Yeah, I'm sure that 99 pence will come in handy for Chris. Yep, the good old IFAM, even they know how much the Inghams need their money, $1.99. Yeah, lovely. Very much welcome, I'm sure. Okay, guys.
Okay, when my little man's in Lidl, we're doing some shopping. In fact, we've got Mama and Isla as well. But Jace is so buzzing because he's got a mini trolley, which is his favourite thing to get in the whole world.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
How cool are they?
We're not buying them $3.99 per one rabbits.
One of these, Mum, one of these are going to be Izzy's.
Is it? Well, I was thinking more you and Mila.
Izzy doesn't like chocolate. No, she doesn't eat chocolate, babe.
Ah.
So what about one for you and one for Mila? Which one do you want?
Okay, but I'm gonna decide. Anna, do you like chocolate?
Isla likes chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Give it to me.
But Isla can get her own. So if you was to have them for you and Mila, which one would you want?
I would want Mila and me.
Okay, and which colour do you want?
Blue.
Blue, and which one can Mila have then?
Pink. Wait, is the green ones?
There's no green ones.
Surprise.
He does like pink, doesn't he?
He usually loves pink. I was waiting for it.
You're not actually going off in a huff now, are you, Chris? Because your boy chose blue and you were expecting / hoping that he would select pink and that would make good content for your haters.
Oh, his sweets are cluttering up his trolley too much. So yeah, you go put me in my trolley then, sweetheart. Go bye. Good Lord. Are we getting it?
Right. How much was it on the ticket on the thing over there?
54 something.
54 something. We've been wanting a waffle maker, not just because we've had waffles today. I've actually got one in my Amazon basket that I've had in there for like a couple of weeks.
What do you want with a waffle maker? I'm sorry. I know some of you may like waffles and you may even have a waffle maker, but do you really need one? I mean, these are on holiday in Finland, right? They are going to buy a waffle maker to carry all the way home with them all this way. Does it seem pointless? Yes, it does seem pointless to me. I just feel like there's no need for a waffle maker at all. Just buy some waffles. All right.
It's a rotating one. Now it looks slightly different to this one, but still a rotating waffle maker, and it's £130. This was just on for £54. Then we saw this sticker, $39.99. So I just said to the woman, "Is this definitely $39.99?" And she said, "Where was it?" Walked over. She went, "No, this is $29.99."
Oh, that's pretty good.
So that's good for like
and it's lower
a rotate.
We can use it in the van as well. So
Can we have waffles tonight?
We can make waffles. Not tonight.
Double waffle day.
No, we've had waffles already today. But do you think that's good for a waffle maker?
yeah.
A rotating one. I think we should buy it.
And we're leaving waffle maker and everything. Thanks, JC boy.
Jace, bring it out. You can bring it out, Dan. You have to put your trolley back here anyway. You got it? You do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Clever boy. So what you got to do? Ready?
Dundi.
Oh, where have you gone? There we go.
Hurry up.
So as you can hear, it's definitely bedtime for everyone here in the Ingham Van Hold. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 5 p.m.
That's only the 6 I can do.
Can you not do no more? You want to go to bed too?
Yeah, I'm very tired.
Aurora wants to go to bed. Thanks all so much for watching, guys. See you back here tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Hang on, why was Jace doing schoolwork just before bed? Doesn't that seem like the worst time possible to get his brain sort of active? Shouldn't it be winding down maybe with a story? A bedtime story actually would have been a better way of getting him to learn. You know, you could read to him, you could have him read to you a little bit, you know, that will get him good at reading. But not really having him actively trying to, you know, count, you know, or do proper schoolwork, you know, just before bed. It's not the best time. I'm sure you know that, Sarah, because you've been homeschooling all this time. I'm sure you've never done this before. It's a one-off, right? Now, apart from that, there's one other thing I wanted to point out because it's blown my mind. Yeah. It's actually blown my mind. I'm sorry. I know I may be a little bit behind on this because, you know, due to my exile from watching the vlogs recently. Fuck, you know. So they went to the ice hotel / hotel made from entirely water. What the fuck was that? Seriously. This is going to blow your mind too.
So last year we went to the ice hotel, right, in what I thought was Rovaniemi in Finland. Anyway, so I'm looking online, I'm seeing like, because basically the deal with the ice hotel is that, or any ice hotel is that it melts in the summer, it melts and then it gets rebuilt in the winter in different styles every year. So different artists come in and they have like a room each and an area each, and they all design it differently so that it's completely unique every single year and original. Different artists every year, blah blah blah. It's really cool. Like it's a really cool thing. And then in the winter you can come and stay in one of the ice rooms. So I'm like, okay, we definitely need to go back and see what this year's ice hotel is all about. So we got to Rovaniemi and I start looking up obviously the address for it so we can get to here, what the opening hours are and stuff, and I can't find it anywhere. I can't find Ice Hotel Rovaniemi. I can find Ice Hotel Sweden. Ice Hotel Rovaniemi, nope, nowhere in Finland in fact. So I'm like, what on earth? But anyway, the Arctic Snow Hotel comes up every time I put in Ice Hotel Rovaniemi. So basically I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's just changed its name this year for some reason, whatever. Here we come. Me obviously thinking it's the same hotel we went to last year. Turns out it's not. Turns out this is a completely different hotel. The Ice Hotel that I'm thinking of is in Sweden. But I was so convinced that it was in Rovaniemi that I had to go back on our YouTube channel this morning when we arrived here and look, and indeed it was in Sweden.
That's right, the amazing travel vlogger, that is Chris Ingham. Not only got the wrong hotel, he got the wrong country. He got the wrong country. Tell me, Chris, how the fuck do you get the wrong country? That's actually blown my mind, seriously. So they thought they were going to the ice hotel in Sweden when they are in Finland, or they thought the ice hotel that they went to last year was in Finland when it was actually in Sweden. And oh my good God, I'm seriously... I'm in shock. I'm shocked. These are supposed to be experienced travel vloggers who take in their surroundings, they know where they've been, they experience things in such a spiritual way, right? Such a deep way, isn't it? What you said last time, Chris? It was a profound experience last time. Not profound enough to you know, that you'd remember which country you are in from one day to the next.
Are you still telling your story?
Not in Finland. But anyway, guys, welcome to the Arctic Snow Hotel.
The story is that we don't trust Dad to do anything.
Okay, so no, I have to disagree. Now, if you didn't hear what they said there, both Isabel and Sarah said the moral is don't trust Dad with anything, right? But I have to disagree. As much as I dislike Chris, right, it's not just on him. Both those two, Sarah and Isabel, both adults, right? They both experienced the hotel that they went to last year. They were both heading towards a hotel which they thought was also in Finland when it actually wasn't. Because what the hell do you do when you're traveling to a destination? Do you just blindly say, yeah, Chris is taking us to here, we don't know where we're going, but it must be right? No, you look up where you're going, don't you? You research the place that you're heading to. You look forward to the place that you're going to. You have a look online to see that place and what's there, what's to be expected there. But it seems like they are blindly trusting Chris with literally everything that they are doing. Like Chris says, like, we're going here, and they're saying, yeah, okay, why not? And they just get on their iPads and do whatever the fuck they want with the rest of the time. They don't seem to have any inkling or interest in the places that they are heading to in order to research it. Now, if they were actually researching things on their way to that certain place, they would know. And it's not just those two. It's not just Sarah and Isabel. I'd even expect Esme to be looking up and have an inkling that the place they're heading to isn't actually in Finland, right? You know, even for Isla, that would be a good source of an educational learning moment. She should be looking at places that she's heading to, and not one of you flagged the fact that the place that you were going to isn't the place that you went to last year, even though you all experienced it last year, you all had a great time last year, and that you didn't think that last year it was in Sweden. The mine is actually on fire right now, honestly. The education there is zilch, null and void. I'm sorry, but as funny as it actually is, if there was any education going on, one of you, at least one of you, would have known that you were heading to the wrong place and you weren't even in the right country. So no, I'm sorry. As much as you laugh about it, as much as we're going to laugh about it, it just shows you up for what's going on in the van right now. Anyway, that was a quick catch up on what's going on in the Ingham world of adventures. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, have a brilliant day, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.